But then we start looking at some of these numbers when it comes to we start looking at what they can do across the board when it's looking at separation. McConkey is separating at a very, very, very good rate. So everything that McConkey is doing here, he is separating at a very, very high rate. But Johnston is separating, but not as high a rate. So when we look at this, overall separation score, McConkey's at 0.144, zone 0.113 versus 0.051. Everything is pointing towards in cover 2. Johnston isn't separating at all. In cover 6, he's winning at 8.3%, which is pretty good in cover 6 versus Quentin Johnston's at 0. You look at cover 3, and actually Johnston wins cover 3 20% to 14%, but then again, Lad McConkey's winning it in cover 2, and he's winning in other areas as well. And if you look at overall this season, who is separating at a great rate, historically, and it continues to be Mike Evans, and why he's such a good receiver. He's still separating at a 0.239 overall, which is leading anyone that's over 25 routes. So these separation scores are interesting because they do kind of tell you who is winning, who's winning at a good rate, and how consistently they're winning in routes. Is head and shoulders the worst on the board by quite some way. He is, the next lowest on anyone over 50 that's not a tight end is Xavier Legette, who's at minus 0.053. Mike Evans is winning at 28.4%. Devontae Adams is at 26.8% of his routes, which is huge. On the other end of the scale, and you look at the real low numbers here of people that aren't winning on routes, Javonte, the running backs don't tend to win that often on routes, despite how often they run them, which is interesting. Like the Chuba Hubbards of this world aren't winning routes, and Javonte Williams aren't winning routes. DK Metcalf's only winning 9.6% of the time. Deebo Samuel's only winning 9.2% of the time.